Welcome to ET Canada Presents Artists and Icons, Indigenous Entertainers in Canada. Tonight, we will recognize, embrace, and celebrate the rich and diverse cultures of Indigenous people across Canada and their contributions in the world of entertainment. Welcome back to ET Canada Presents Artists and Icons, Indigenous Entertainers in Canada. Now it's back to Shayla. We're talking music this time.
Thank you, Cheryl. One of the biggest live music festivals in Northern Ontario, Wake the Giant, recently made its triumphant return to Thunder Bay. The event features diverse performers with a focus on Indigenous artists and musicians. Among the lineup, William Prince, Iskwē, Tom Wilson, and headliners like Jessie Reyez and Third Eye Blind. It's also about building cultural awareness to help create a more inclusive and welcoming city for Indigenous youth who leave behind their remote communities and families to attend a local high school.
The moment I looked up what this festival was, it was an immediate yes. It's to nurture and develop a relationship between Indigenous and non-Indigenous here in Thunder Bay.
So I work at Dennis Franklin Cromartie High School, and it services 24 First Nation communities. And we were hearing a lot from the kids that when they're coming to Thunder Bay, they faced like racism, they didn't feel welcome all the time.
Sean is one of the festival organizers. As a non-Indigenous ally, he was motivated to do something to try and bridge the gap between cultures.
I was fortunate enough to live in Yabmatoon First Nation for 4 years. It gave me such a feeling of community and what that means. Living up north, I've seen the struggles that students go through and the challenges they face, and they've almost like built up an immunity to that up north. And so when they're coming into Thunder Bay, that immunity they have is gone.
Another artist who's more than happy to lend his support to the cause, Juno Award winner William Prince.
There's a presence in Thunder Bay that makes me feel like I'm surrounded by friends and family. It's akin to my home reservation at Peguis First Nation. It's really a unique experience to live a life where you can travel and share, and it's almost keeping an oral history tradition alive. If you'd like to be an ally to Indigenous people, all you have to do is look up the many talented authors that continue to tell the stories our elders have been telling for a long time. There are websites and resources. It is not up to the First Nations community to educate and bring others up to speed.
I envision a continued growth in our representation, both in the arts and mainstream. And so I imagine that the generations that are coming up, their art is only going to get better and better and better.
And before we go, we'd like to share a message for the future from Indigenous youth at the Wake the Giant Music Festival.
And we'll play you out with Shawnee and her beautiful song, Heal. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Good night, everybody.
What I hope is for young Native people to succeed and be inspired to what they enjoy doing.
All I would like is acceptance for us Indigenous women, especially Indigenous youth, Indigenous people, all entirely.
It's genuinely terrifying sometimes to think of my siblings coming out here by themselves. So I would love to see more accepting allies